What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolf Pack. Bitcoin on the daily chart has erased the February dip in just 48 hours. It has touched 25K. Once we get above 25K, every single dip is a buying opportunity. Trust me, bro, I've been in crypto for 30 years. Bloated, overbought, no intrinsic value, doesn't matter. The crypto markets are absolutely ripping right now, and Bitcoin did give you a chance. I told you in the last video I was buying. You could see we had a nice pump, rejected the R1 pivot at about 24K, then consolidated and corrected nicely. You can see this is the bear market trend line. It goes all the way up to ATH. You can see we got support here. We got support on the 200 exponential moving average. That was your chance to buy. It did give you a proper pullback and it rocketed up, took out its previous high. Bro, this is too textbook. It almost seems like it's manipulated. Like, this is exactly what you want to see. This is the bullish price action. Now, we did reject the 377 exponential moving average. This is the longest EMA. This is bar close, okay? And the lights come on. This is your last chance right here. So we have rejected that. I'd like to see us to get above that. Okay, we got to get above this and consolidate again. We could possibly see a rally all the way up to about 28K and then a consolidation back down to about 25.8. That is in the cards right now. Now, one thing to note is in the last bear market, when we broke out of the last bear market, you could see there were no pullbacks, okay? You can see we popped right here. This is the breach, this big candle, and then we consolidated upwards, found support on the 21 EMA, rocketed up, found support on the 21 EMA, rocketed up, a little bit of a fake out here. So what happened? What happened was we did get the same kind of RSI. This was about 89.90 RSI, but we had a consolidation approximately down to the 50 RSI range, 50 RSI range, 50 RSI range, all the way up. And what did we do here? We had fallen all the way down to the 50 RSI range. So next time, every time we come down here, I think is a buying opportunity. Of course, this is not financial advice, just in case I ruin your life, okay? Every time we broke in the bear market trend line, what I call the bear abla, we have started a new run. Not only did Bitcoin bust out of the bear abla, but so did the S&P 500, and it has its first golden cross since Cozy 19, and that was all the way back in 2020. So that is very, very bullish. How long can this pump last? Well, I found some macro data that suggests we have a big correction in the fall. In the last video, I bought crypto because I believed the CPI data was going to come in cooler than expected. Well, it did not. That's okay because we still pumped. Now, the CPI was expected to come in at 6.2% year over year. It came back at 6.4%, hotter than expected, but down 0.01% from the last month's year over year inflation. One of the biggest components in the CPI that caused it to be hot is the shelter component. It had its highest 2-month increase in 33 years. The housing market's hot, the labor market's hot, consumer spending is up. Mainly the bull run is in hospitalities, bars and restaurants, up 25%. I wonder how much of that was McDonald's. I've adjusted my base case and so has the markets. They've already priced in a 25 basis point rate hike in March. The markets are also pricing in a rate hike in June and a pause and a pivot later on in the fall, with closing out 2023 at 4.86%. Pretty much where we're at right now. The inflation data did come back hot. The Fed is going to continue to raise rates until it either hits 2% inflation or something breaks. Well, these Wall Street analysts are showing you right here that they believe the Fed is going to pivot sometime in the late summer. That can only mean one thing, probably a huge correction and a crash. That's why we follow macros. It is the crystal ball to what is probably going to happen inside the crypto markets. Right now, after this data, it's looking like we're going to get a hard landing. Come on, Jerome Powell, do better. I guess maybe we should pay him more than $190,000 a year.
Okay, so you live on the $190,000. If you think that's a fair salary for the job, or?
I do, yes.
That's what we're paying the guy to keep us out of a global Great Depression. Now, we were saying that it might be a little bit early into the halving cycle to have such a massive rally. Well, the halving is a lot sooner than you think. In fact, it's looking like it's projected for March 24th, 2024, and that's because the Bitcoin hash rate is at about 302 exahashes. It is at all-time highs and probably going to continue to climb. The halving is not so far away, so my base case is still accumulate. I'm in my accumulation phase. Now remember, the macros are saying we might have a big correction in the late summer, and that is perfect for China to buy our bags. On June 1st, 2023, Hong Kong will officially make crypto purchase and sell trading fully legal again for its citizens. According to data from Statista, the annual share of Bitcoin trading volume in digital yuan has dropped to near zero by 2018, post a ban on cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, I remember a time when China dominated the cryptocurrency market back when I was getting in early 2017. All the innovation was over there, all the mining was over there, and all the scams were over there. There was a lot of Chinese scams back in the day. Now, there's a billion people over there that need to be onboarded. If they loosen up crypto regulations, we can see a rally like you wouldn't believe. Or maybe not. Maybe the pump stops. I'm saying that just in case this data ruins your life. Now, there are some loosening of conditions going on over there. You know, crypto mogul Justin Sun, which is super reliable, is betting on China warming up to crypto, and he's planning to expand Huobi to operations in Hong Kong. There's definitely something going on over there. Remember, Hong Kong is not mainland China, but it is really good. People can onboard and on-ramp and off-ramp through Hong Kong. So this is extremely, extremely, extremely bullish if China's loosening regulations on cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, we're tightening regulations. Gary Gensler is at it again. The SEC proposes rules that would change which crypto firms can custody customer assets and what they do with customer assets. It's basic investor protections that we in cryptocurrency have not had because it's been the wild, wild west. Basically, they won't be able to commingle your funds anymore. They're not going to be able to yield farm with your funds, leverage against them. It basically prevents the Caroline Ellisons of the world from going all in on Come Rocket with your funds.
They don't inappropriately use, lose, or abuse your assets.
That sounds great, but the problem is they're going to be able to determine who can be a custodian and who can't. And all they simply have to say is nobody. But no, what they can do is control the assets. Basically, if you have assets we don't like, you do not get to be a custodian. See, it's a double-edged sword. The SEC is playing for keeps here. They are extremely smart, and it's a brilliant tactical move to try to control the crypto space.
When these companies fail, something that we've seen time and again, investors' assets often have disappeared or become the property of the failed company. And you as an investor end up stuck in line at the bankruptcy court.
And that's true. What we've learned in these bankruptcies is when you deposit into some of these centralized platforms like Celsius, you give up the rights to your money. They can basically do with it whatever they want. And now, to add insult to injury, these guys, their frozen funds that are going through the bankruptcy courts, they still have to pay taxes on those. They're getting 1099s on profits they never got, on money they have no access to anymore. That's so wrecked, bro. That is so wrecked. Don't be like Kurt Meyer, okay? Don't be like this 62-year-old engineering consultant who lost $350K in these centralized platforms. He says, you lose all your money and then they send you the tax bill. And there's nothing you can do about it. But there is. Don't trust a centralized counterparty risk. Don't pick up pennies in front of freight trains. Crypto was meant to be self-custody. You were meant to hold your own keys, okay? So if you're going to lose your money, do it in DeFi like a real man. That's enough preaching for a day. Speaking of self-custody, let's talk about Hex on the daily chart, which is printing an ascending triangle. You can see yesterday on this daily candle close right here, that is 3 touches on this top trend line. This is officially an ascending triangle. This right here is the most reliable bullish continuation pattern, and we are consolidating at resistance. Now, I am hoping that we actually roll over here and touch this trend line at 5.01 cents right here. I'm hoping we come back down, flush down, and touch 5 cents, because I'm going to be buying Hex at 5 cents. Now the measured move of this thing is up here at about 6.5 cents. It is actually the 377 exponential moving average. You see, these charts are not perfect, but they rhyme. That is the poetry of technical analysis. But I will say hexagons are looking good right now. After a brutal 97% correction, Hex is one of the best performing assets of 2023. It's looking like all systems go for Hex. We had the God Whale netting millions and not dumping. He has closed some of his stakes. We also have one of the biggest influencers in crypto, Ivan on Tech, definitely a Pulsechain, coming around to being a Hexakin. You can see he tweeted, wow, Hex got more buyers than SHIB during the past week. Is this Pulsechain hype? You can see Hex has had 2,617 buyers in the last week, while Shiba Inu only has 2,349, only beaten by Blur, which I am still investigating on what the heck that is. They had 5,917. Ivan on Tech is asking if this is Pulsechain hype. It's not. It's the Zen guys coming back. It's just regular Hexagons. The Pulsechain hype hasn't even started yet. Once V3 has launched, I think we're going to get a quick rocket candle to 10 cents. I'm going to show you why here in a second. But the real hype is going to be going into the snapshot, because the best, most liquid way to get into Pulsechain, if you missed it, is going to be through Hex. That's when you are going to see a moon candle pump. But I think V3 is going to get us to 10 cents. And here is why. Taking a look at the VPVR, that is these blue and yellow blocks right here. That is showing you where the support and resistance is horizontally. Basically, think of it like horizontal volume, right? You can see how much support we have built below here as we have been trading here. Now, you can see once we break out over 6 cents, there is no resistance all the way up to about 10.4 cents. Now remember, 10 cents is also mental resistance, and it also is this horizontal line for the descending triangle. It's a big macro resistance between 10 and 11 cents. But before there isn't much volume nodes built here. I think an announcement of V3 can easily double the price of Hex and easily slip us into about 10 cents. Now, the Wolfpack NFTs. We are developing the Wolfpack NFTs, and we are trying to beat Pulsechain to market, because a lot of the gamification is going to be happening on Pulsechain. Those are coming. I can't wait to show you more, but right now I don't have any more than that. Now look, I know it's weird to see bullish memes on this channel. We have trolled our way through the bear market. Don't you remember how I used to start my videos? I'd be like, yo, this is Cryptotainment to get you through the bear market. Well, if you feel like I got you through the bear market, trolling and making memes and stuff like that, then hit the like button. The best thing you can do to support me. I'm not asking for any money or anything like that. All I'm asking is, hit the like button, make a comment, uptweet this, retweet this on Twitter, things like that, to help grow this channel. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoyed these green candles, and like and subscribe. Join the Wolfpack. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Fell to the parabola. Time to go down 85%, down to 11K. Maybe they printed so much money you don't get 11K. Maybe you get 15K. But I don't think 30K is the bottom. Really don't.